Everybody's
Hey
here. We
everybody.
are, everybody.
Hey everybody, this is Terrible Tim Witherspoon, former two-time heavyweight champ from Philadelphia, and we're going to talk about um, Crawford and Canelo and who would win, and who got better skills and so on. Okay, everybody's talking about these two boxers, so let's get it on. Let's get ready to rumble.
All right, we got one person in here right now. See
We
if
got
they
one.
but
We got one
yeah.
person.
So yeah, it looks like come on, there we go. Nathan Carter, let's go. Come on, he can't wait. That's the one in here. Your one big fan is in here, champ. We got two now.
Nathan Carter. Come on, let's go. All right, let's wait for a couple more people to come on. They can
Yep,
come
there's four.
on.
Hey, Uncle
Okay.
Tim. Austin is in here. Austin Love Music, something like that.
Tim,
It's
that's my
Troy
name.
Barnes.
Troy Barnes, that's my man. If that's Troy Barnes,
Yeah,
that's
Barnes
my man.
twins.
I was in training camp with Troy. If this the same Troy from Philly, he was good. He was
Nick
good.
is
Okay, we
here.
got
He
Rick.
says, "Hey,
Hey,
champ."
Rick. And that Nick. Hey, Nick, how you doing? We trying to analyze the fight. Austin Love, his daughter. Austin Love. Okay. Yeah,
There we
Philly.
go. We're getting more people. Anybody have any questions out there for the champ about the Canelo? If Canelo were to fight Crawford, Tim's
One of
feeling
the
that
twins.
Canelo would
Okay.
beat him.
Okay. What you say?
No, I was just saying people could ask questions if they want about your
Yeah.
oh,
Bruce
Bruce is in
Cash.
here. Yeah.
Yeah. What's up, Bruce? Okay, Nathan Carter. Yo, Tim, are you still on the idea of the Tim Witherspoon kitchen? What kitchen?
Your daughter was talking about that
Cooking and stuff?
before. Yeah, you
Cooking?
mentioned that before about
Oh,
doing
that's
a
right.
cooking tour.
Yeah, I was trying to get me. I got five daughters, and I
Yeah.
was going, and we still going to do it. We still going
Yep.
to do it. We're
All
going to
right,
try.
champ. So go on. Tell people why. We got some people in here now. Canelo versus Crawford. What do you see with Canelo that you gives him a step up from
Yeah, yeah, but what I'm going to say real quick to Nathan, real quick, that we're going to have me and my daughters do some cooking stuff in the future. Okay, thank you. All right. Well, now, what'd you say, Brian? I didn't.
Canelo? What do you see that Canelo has that's a step above? And I think we had talked if Canelo comes there at the top of his game.
Right. I need some milk for my cereal. Can you help? Next time. Yes. Okay, so we talking about Canelo um
Crawford.
and Crawford. I'm not saying I believe. I know by watching the videos that Canelo is a much more experienced and got more skills than Crawford. I know that Crawford. Matter of fact, I love both of these guys, but Crawford has a lot of followers during this day and time. Canelo laid off a little bit, but when he was fighting, he was fire. He had movement, he had defense, he slipped, he punched really good. And when I saw Crawford, I just saw just basic things. And Spence, he'll beat Spence too. He'll beat Spence too. You could be mad at me, and I'm just going by my opinion, but Canelo is sharp. He's champion, and I think he was in a couple of different classes too, Brian. He was in a couple of different weight classes, um, and he put his punches together a little bit different, and he has a defense, and he take control of his fights more than I. He don't back up from nobody either. So,
You got King Khan says hi to you, Tim. Hope you're
hey,
well.
King, where's
Give
King
us
Kong
well.
at?
Yeah, so Carter says, yeah, Canelo is like a boxing machine
He
of
is.
talent.
He is. And I know everybody love Crawford and they love the new generation, but Canelo is a champ. He's a champ, and you can see through his movements, his skills, he deserved to be called champion. And so do Bud Crawford. But when I watch Canelo's fight, I like to see the movement. And I'm not down on nobody, but when I saw Bud Crawford and Spence fight,
That's Khan. That's Azar's son, by the way. That Khan. See you later. He's leaving. That's Azar's son.
He's leaving.
Yeah. That's Azar's son.
I know his sons. They're my buddies.
Yeah, he just said hi.
Okay.
All right. Duran says Crawford is tough boxer. Very good.
Yeah, he's tough. Yeah, he's tough. But so is Canelo. But so is Canelo with skills. Okay? And I'm not, like I said, I love that Crawford. He did a good job with Spence. And he's a good guy. He's working on boxing. He's trying to make boxing a better place, look good during this day and time. But Canelo and him in shape, Canelo will win the fight in my eyes.
I remember that I was listening to the Blue Blood guy. He was talking about that he felt like maybe Canelo was avoiding him.
No, Canelo is not avoiding Crawford. I'm a good guy and skills and everything. Canelo is not avoiding nobody. Now he might have been.
Boss B says Canelo has lost his head movement. He just puts his hands up and trades punches.
Now, it will be a little harder now because Canelo been winning fights. He retired, look a little bit. I'm not saying retired. He slowed down because he done beat everybody. And now he's going to have to pick it up again because he done slowed down. He done made a lot of money. He's a star. He's a celebrity. Everybody knows him. And Crawford is still going full steam ahead with his talent and everything. Crawford is going to have to, Canelo is going to have to, regroup and come back and fight this Crawford guy. But I'm saying that Canelo, and you can see the difference when they fight, that Canelo has better skills than Crawford. He does. He has better skills than Crawford, and Crawford is tough and strong, but Canelo has a lot of different movement, and everybody should agree with me. I love Crawford, and I respect what he's doing right now, but I also love Canelo too. I'm a big brother of the boxing game, and I'm just giving you just my opinion. Canelo has much more movement, and I think he laid off for a little bit. For him to come back because he have all this fame, he been going places, traveling. I'm Canelo, I'm the champ. Now, if he was to fight him now, I think it'd be a hard getting back in shape and getting his head right for Crawford. But during the right days and times, Canelo beats Crawford. Yep. Any more stuff?
Yep. We got here. So Khan, this is Azar Khan's son. He stayed, I guess, apparently. He said Canelo is way he says, he says Canelo beats Crawford. He's making same mistakes as Amir Khan.
Okay. Amir didn't have a good defense, and I love Amir. I was in England with him. He's a really lovely guy, and Amir can't take the best punch. And yes, Amir makes a lot of mistakes. He makes a lot of mistakes and stuff. But he accomplished championship also and should be respected. But the bottom line is that you got to have both defense and offense. You don't have to have both defense and offense to become champion. Some guys pay the price. They can't speak good afterwards if they get hit a lot. So he's right. He's right. Amir Khan was sharp. If he hit you, he'd get you out there. But if you hit him, he's out of there also. I like to talk about defense and offense because both of them are pretty.
John Lundy says Canelo is way too strong for Bud.
Now, I'm not going to say he's way too strong. He might be a little bit more strong, but he has more skills. He has more skills, and his defense is much tighter than Crawford. I did not see that much defense in Crawford. And I'm high on the defense. I'm high on the defense and high on the offense, but I'm really high on that defense. And Canelo has a better defense than Crawford. Yep.
All right, we got Robert Parham says Canelo is. Oh, you got somebody here saying hi to Hector Castro. Hey Tim, what's up?
Hector
Castro from South Philly.
Yo, yeah, South Philly. That's my hometown.
D-Ron, Crawford is not big enough to beat Canelo. That's just my opinion.
I don't think that's the case. The size, because I do believe in height. They're around the same height and everything. But I think it's more so the skills. It's more so the skills in this here situation, you know. And both of them guys are good fighters, but Canelo is beautiful to look at. Crawford, to me, when I looked at him, I just saw basic stuff. He was strong, he's power. But when you see Canelo, you see all the nice slip stuff, and he pulls back on defense. So that's my that's my assessment of the fight. I've been watching them both enough, and if during both of their day in like the right age and times, Canelo would still beat him. Now,
so you got Robert Parham. Canelo is slowing down. Somebody already said that, so I guess it's a mutual.
Yeah, he's slowing down because he made all
but
that.
He's still
money.
on another level.
Yeah, but he made all that money, that fame, and he's slowing down a little bit. There's nobody out there for him to fight, so now he got to catch up if you're going to fight Bud Crawford, you're going to have to get in shape. So, yeah, you might see these things because now he's relaxing. He worked hard to get to where he's at, and I've seen this in other fighters too, Brian. I've seen this in other fighters. They worked hard. They became champ. They undefeated. You know, you can't beat them, and now he's relaxing. Somebody could to take him now because he's relaxing now. He's really not going straight up the ladder. He already was up there on top of that ladder. So now he's relaxing, and this is a time you can beat him, though. This is a time. He just had a couple of fights, but in his mind, he did what he had to do. He's rich. You know, this is the right time to beat him. This is the right time to beat Canelo. But I don't think I think that if Canelo get the right shape behind him and get in the ring with Bud Crawford, even though Bud Crawford, his momentum is strong and is big and he could kill you, I still think Canelo in real good shape, outpoint him or beat him.
All right.
If there was to fight.
We got so Nathan Carter, Canelo will control the fight and will use head movement, defense, the jab, but Crawford, he still has a chance. So, in my opinion, it's probably be a 50-50 fight.
Well, it'll be a 50-50 fight because I know Canelo laid off and relaxed. And if this was when Canelo was really going steam ahead, it would be Bud Crawford. It'll be a really hard fight for him. But you know that Canelo is the champ. He's been laid off. He's been on and off. He's been going all around the world. Everybody knows him, so he lacked off a little bit. And he's just going to have to get in real good shape. But if this was when he was hot, Crawford would be in trouble.
You got Khan here again. He said, we were there 15 years ago today in Manchester. This is to you, I guess, with you, when he lost to Breidis Prescott. Prescott.
Who lost to Prescott? Who lost to Prescott?
I don't know. I think it must be Canelo.
I remember Prescott. That's somebody.
Yeah, he was there with you, Khan. Azar, his son, which is
that's my little brother. That's my little brother.
Yep. You got a question here, Bruce Gass, boxing and jazz. Our man, what kind of fight do you think Charlo, did I say it right? Charlo will give Canelo?
Well, like I said, Canelo laid off a little bit. He's famous. He's been doing going around talking. I know he's been training, but I know what he's doing because he's a champion, and he laid off a little bit. He done beat everybody. So it would be a good fight for Charlo and to get together, but Canelo laid off. He won the title. He beat everybody. And so it would be easier for Canelo, the Charlo brother, to give him a hard way to go. I think he'll give him more harder way than Crawford. And that's just my opinion.
All right. Boss B says, Tim, the last Canelo fight, the ring was like 2 times 2, so he doesn't need to move too much. For me, it looks like Canelo is getting old and his cardio is failing him.
That's what I'm talking about, everybody. If Crawford and Canelo fought at when Canelo was hot, Crawford wouldn't win, in my opinion. So now's a good time for Crawford to try to, if they want to make that fight, for him to fight him. But if this was back when Canelo was hot, it would be because Crawford lacks some things. And we don't dislike Crawford. We're just telling you from a boxing standpoint and skills. Canelo is a better skillful fighter than Crawford. Okay?
Yeah, it says right here. Somebody just said, um, it says it will be a very well. This is from Hector. Technical fight, but Canelo will have the upper hand on this one. I mean, just with probably fight IQ is probably very high.
But let me say this real quick too. When I watched the Spence and Crawford fight, maybe he wasn't nervous. I saw both of them when they entered into the ring. They both looked nervous. They both now maybe that's the way Bud Crawford looked when he come in, but I saw a little nervousness and on both of them. And I said, whoa, they both a little nervous for that big hoopla stuff, all them big fights, everybody screaming. But when the bell rung, Crawford, the nervousness left when the bell rung. So that to me was a big fight for him, and he both of them looked a little nervous. Watch the fight again. I know about that. I was watching. I said, "Whoa, Spencer's nervous," and then I watched Crawford. I said, "He looked a little nervous too. It was too much hype." And then when the fight came,
they both looked very nervous,
right?
Especially Spence. Like he looked really nervous. All right, so Barry Stumpf. That's German, Stumpf. I love Bud, my favorite boxer, but he needs to stay where he's at. Family now, trust me. Cornell is way more skilled, stronger. I think he meant to say Cornell. Is Cornell another fighter?
No, he's talking about
Canelo. Mean Canelo? He must have meant Canelo is way more skilled, stronger, and smarter. And Errol Spencer too big for Bud. I'm not sure what he meant.
You said Spence. Say that again, Brian. I was looking at Azar's son, but he was saying that's my man. Tell me again.
I love Bud, my favorite boxer, but he needs to stay where he's at. Family now, trust me. Cornell is way more skilled, stronger, and smarter. And Earl Spence too big for Bud.
Yeah, I just think that Canelo is seasoned. At that time, I don't know. Now he might have to catch up with his training and to fight this guy, but this young guy, Bud Crawford, who's tough now. But if he get in top shape, I think he still can beat him. If he get in top shape, but the layoffs and the little layoffs and stuff like that, that can hinder him. That can hinder Canelo now. But if this was like back when he was hot, Crawford wouldn't win.
We got Danger. What's up, y'all? How's everybody doing?
Hey, Danger,
absolutely, Tim. Canelo is getting soft and old, so he kind of feels that Canelo might be losing his steam too.
Hey, if you get in good shape, he can, and he got. The thing is that I've seen him blocking punches real good, better than Crawford. But I'm not saying that an older guy. I'm saying that an older guy can win. All he got to do is get in shape and capitalize on the immature movement of Bud Crawford. But Crawford is good; he's a champ. But this movement that he has is not like a real good professional. I'm not down. Right. I'm not down on him. I just know skills.
Peter Burrow, I think that's how you say his last
name.
That's
my man. I went to school with him. He was a linebacker.
Yeah, my main man. Terrible. Tim will tell it like it is. Timmy, South Philly strong. So
South Philly. Pete Ferriero. He was a linebacker. He was a head linebacker for our football team. That's my man. I love him. We had a good football team too. Pete will hit you. You get in the way, Pete Ferriero will hit you. I'm gonna tell you. That's right. He was a middle linebacker. I was a tight end and the defensive end. Pete Sparrow, don't mess with him, Brian.
I don't mess with nobody.
He'll knock you on your butt. South Philly's in the house.
Oh, here we go. Danger. Salute Tim, Brian, and Bruce.
Thank you. Salute. Thank you, Danger. Nice to hear from you.
All right. So, any other questions out there for the champ? Yeah, I'm still surprised there are people saying that Canelo's trying to avoid a Crawford. It seems to be a
Okay,
theme.
it's okay to say that now, but maybe a year and a half ago, it would have been a little bit different. Like before, like he beat everybody. He beat everybody. He was strong. He had good professional movement, and but right now he's vulnerable. Well, but if he get real strong, he's still young. If he get real strong and uses his skills, rests up real good, I think he'll be all right. He'll be all right.
What do you think is going to bring the one big thing you think Canelo is going to bring technique wise, Tim? What's one of his biggest attributes in that ring?
He does a lot of things. Canelo does a lot of
Yeah,
things.
we seen him. We seen him rubbernecking. That was pretty
Yeah,
cool.
yup.
We put a video out. There's a
Yeah,
short out of him rubbernecking.
when the punch come here, roll from it with his chin and his shoulders and stuff like that. Yeah. I just see. We not down in Crawford. We just telling people like it is. I'm telling them what I feel. Yes. Do I support Crawford? Yeah. But you talking? I support Canelo also. I'm a senior guy in the boxing world. I was former heavyweight champ. I'm just telling the public my truth, the way I feel, how true. I'm telling everybody how I feel about the fight. I don't want to lie. I want to tell the truth what I think because I seen them both fight, and at the peak, I would say that Canelo would win. At both of them at their peaks, Canelo would win. Now Canelo been partying, Canelo been speaking, he been doing all other stuff. He hadn't been training like Crawford. So that's the only thing would beat Canelo, the fact that he hasn't been in the game or something, and then he's trying to come back just to fight a really tough guy like Crawford.
You got Nathan Cotta says, "Yo, Tim, do you think it will go to points or will someone get knocked out?" That's a good question.
Somebody could get knocked out. Yeah.
If you were to predict a round, Tim, for the bettors out there, what round do you think Canelo will knock out? If he was to knock him out, what round do you think he'd knock out Crawford?
Okay, because I feel Crawford don't have the best defense. When he fought Spence, neither one of them to me, and I'm good at defense. Check out who Steve Vaskowski, because he was my coach senior. He better say if that's my coach, Steve Vaskowski. I don't think that's the same guy, but you was talking about Canelo and just now. What did you just say?
Oh, I said what round? If he was to be a knockout, what round would Canelo knock out Crawford?
I think because of Crawford has really got a really good drive. He's champ. It's gonna be hard. I think that I would say round 5 or 6, or maybe he might. I don't know. In good shape. If Canelo was in good shape, it could be 5 or 6.
Which one would you bet on, champ? Here you go. You got to bet. 5th round or 6th?
If I was the bet, my money would go on Canelo only because he looks better to me.
Which round though, champ? You got to choose 5 or 6.
I don't know.
You're a betting man.
I don't know.
For the bettors out there, they got to go with the Tim Witherspoon instinct.
Listen, I don't know. All I know is that Crawford doesn't have a good defense. Canelo has both. He has his defense and an offense, and Crawford is more likely to get hit before the end of the fight. So you got to look at it that way. I didn't see Crawford.
Khan says 8th round. He's putting his money on the 8th. He's going to knock him out in the 8th.
Khan?
Yeah.
That's my young buck.
Yeah, Azad's son.
I know. I'm glad he came on. That's my little brother, Ishan. That's Azar's little kids. They ain't little no more. Okay, let's go. Which Darren McKellen. Jack Johnson beat Stanley Ketchel. Ketchel was not big enough for Johnson. Jack Johnson, that's a legend there. Come on, Bryant. Let's get it.
Yep. So any other questions out there for the champ, man? Especially if you're going to be a better. Let's see what Tim can help you guys out.
On
Tim, you still visit? Oh, they're asking if you're going back to England, to Birmingham.
Well, I just got a phone call today.
That's Stefan, by the way. Stefan.
Yeah, I just got a call. I'm gonna tell everybody. I was busy all day. I got a call. I got a call for some people in England saying they want me to train the guy that fought Youssef. What's his name? He fought Youssef. Oh God, I had him on the tip of my tongue. DeBozy. But no DeBozy or something. So I might, if everything worked out all right, they called me today around 6 or 7. No, not 6 or 7. A little bit before I went to the gym, and was talking to me. Say they want to talk to me about training the guy that lost to Youssef, the Bozy or something.
Somebody says, Robert Parhan, let's talk heavyweights, champ. Your thoughts on AJ? Is he done? Do you think so? Yeah, if you don't come train with Tim, right?
Hey, listen, I've been trying to get in touch. We friends. We talked on several occasions. I wouldn't expect his trainer to say, go get another trainer, because they're making money. It'd be crazy for him to say, go get Tim Witherspoon or go get this other guy. But it's going to hurt his boxer. It's going to hurt the boxer. I can do more than the guy that Anthony Joshua has. They say he was searching everywhere. Don't they watch television? Don't they follow boxing? Look how good I can talk. I'm just saying, it's not Anthony Joshua. It's probably the people around him. I don't know.
Boss B wants you to visit Chile, Tim. He says lots of fans there. Nobody goes down there, I guess. None of the legends. And I guess Stefan Canning, you signed his belt. So Stefan must be a champion himself.
AJ is finished. No, he isn't. I was there live. I met everyone backstage, but AJ got to stop throwing jabs and throw his right hand. He's too gun shy. You know what? A lot of boxers gun shy because they don't have defense. And Anthony Joshua don't have defense. A big man like that backing up all the time and moving around like that, I would have him sitting right in front, slip, boom, defense. And he's thinking up, boom, back, blocking jabs in their front like that. Nobody is teaching him these things, and his legacy is interrupted because they didn't get the right people in there to train him. I still was sending messages. You don't even have to pay me. If you're satisfied when it's over, then you could pay me. That's what I was even sending messages out. And Dante Wilder also, even though he's with Malik Scott. All those guys. I don't want to hurt nobody. I just want to help. Wow. Anthony Joshua, he could have been still undefeated, and him and Dante Wilder could have had a big mega fight right now. Or anybody else. Yep. Read them on.
Yep, you got
the way AJ fought, it was very
Duran, so hopefully I said Deron. I think I said that right. Anthony Joshua can be champ again. So a lot of people believe in him. There's no doubt.
Well, they could believe, but he definitely needs some help. He's been searching in America, trying to find somebody. I'm like, yo, come over here. Come over here and just say hi to me. Come to the gym. I can show you more than who you were with. I'm telling you, with the bat, boom, pop, boom, bam, boom, bam. Ain't nothing I can do about it. You could take the horse to the water. If he don't drink it, he'll really die. He'll die or go to Tyrese Tyson. That's my son-in-law. Save my guy Wilder, champ.
Oh, wow. I think Wilder's retired now, man. He's enjoying life.
Yeah, that's my son. Wilder would still be undefeated if somebody told him defense and strengthen his jab up. Slipping, if he did that, you notice he don't have no defense at all. Blocking punches, throwing hooks over it, he would still be undefeated. And these guys, we making mega fights right now. But they all got losses because they don't have the right people in their corners.
We got Robert again wants to know about Deontay has absolutely no defense. Your thoughts on? I'm going to try to pronounce it. Zhali Zhang. Zhali Zhang.
Is that there Chinese guy?
I think it. I may have
If it's
a
him,
video of him.
yeah.
For some reason
But if it's
I was
him,
gonna do. Let me see if this
let
is
me
it
say
here.
that if it's him, that Chinese tall guy, he needs some.
Yeah, here, Tim. Tim, I actually have a video of it. Hopefully it doesn't get us our live shut down because
I
sometimes you
know
can play.
Zhang. I seen Zhang fight. He needs.
Oh, I got a video right here. I don't know why I have it on here. We were gonna do something about him a while back and never got around to it.
Yeah, but he needs some help too. He big and tall, but he needs help. Get the right person in there with him too. He'll get hit too. He'll get hit. I seen him fight. Yep.
Was so Stefan wants to know. Asked him if he thinks Nigel Rafferty, did I say that right? Rafferty
I don't know
was a
Nigel
good
Rafferty.
fight for him. Nigel, oh, you fought him, Tim. Was he a good fight?
I never fought Nigel Rafferty. I know that name. I don't know who Nigel Rafferty is.
Oh, maybe he's talking about Nigel Zhang. I'm sorry, that's probably what he's
Nigel
saying.
Zhang.
I'm mixing up the word. Sorry, the Zhali Zhang. Sorry.
In every boxing gym where I have go, no one knows how to block. All the trainers, all the trainers just teach to read it, Brian.
Yeah, to step back and run. The blocking concept has been lost, everything. So basically, yeah, defense is kind of going outside.
But the reason why it's like that is because the trainer doesn't know all those things. He don't know everything, how to stand there and make guys miss and deliver the punch back. I know how to make a miss. I know how to back up. I know how to go forward. I know how to go sideways. I know how to defense. I know how to do all that. I'm not the best in the world, but I know enough for this day and time.
No, not tonight, Bruce. Bruce is asking if I'm drinking. I'm getting all confused over here. Let's see. Yeah, so D-Ron says it was a lack of defense how Deontay Wilder lost to Fury. Yeah, that was.
Say that again.
It was a lack of defense how Deontay Wilder lost to Fury. Yeah, we have one of them.
And a couple other things. It was the defense and a couple other things too.
Yep. Azar. So here's Azar's son again. Devin Haney versus Shakur Stevenson. Who wins?
That's an even fight. It can go either way. Because I've seen their movements. I've seen both of their movements, and they're similar. They're similar in everything. So Shakur and Devin, that's about it. To me, is an even up fight. I seen it like yesterday. I seen it. So that fight would be like an even up fight, and I saw some things that they possibly can learn to help them beat each other, both sides. What they need. I watched them. Matter of fact, it was yesterday I saw them. Yup.
Regina Sharid.
Cher. That's my family.
Yeah. Hello,
hey,
Tim.
Gina. Hey, Gina. She said we call her Gina.
Gina. Okay.
Yeah, that's my family.
Looks like Tim. Tim, you said it'd be equal because Khan wants to know who would you guys put your money on. I think Tim would know more about those fighters. I've watched Steverson, but I've never really watched Haney in depth.
That's an even up fight.
It'd be even, yeah. So,
me.
Oh, here we go. Something about the Viking Samurai, Robert Parham, Viking Samurai. I see you working with him. Does he live up to his own expectations? That guy is freakishly fit. I mean, the guy does a full workout, then gets in the ring and does him pushing him ridiculously, and he still hits hard as a.
My arm is still hurting. My shoulder.
That guy's got power.
My arm is still hurting from catching that left hook. When y'all
and he's a student, huh, Tim? He's a student. That guy, you don't meet people like that where they just he's like the guy who goes to math class and says, please, teacher, I don't want any breaks. Just keep teaching.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
he is off the charts and he wants to learn.
And he learned real fast.
Yeah.
As soon as I said it, he done it.
Yeah.
Like maybe a couple of times, and he got it right. But that left hook got I put ice on it and everything, and I'm gonna start lifting weights when the health swelling go down.
You showed him one time, Tim, how to release that hook, and he got it like, Wednesday comes after Tuesday, man. He got it on par. So that's going to be interesting. He's going to come back here, train to fight that kind of MMA guy. I guess he's done a little kickboxing, Jimmy James, and he's going to go fight over in Dubai. They're going to have a big fight there. Some sheiks putting on. So yeah, Viking Samurai. I wouldn't want to be Jimmy James. We broke down Jimmy James boxing, and it was amateurish. It was just really.
Somebody is talking about, said, Tim, what's your thought on Michael Watson? Is that the guy from England? He got hit and crippled. He was a hard puncher. I used to hang with him. I used to be with him over there. I got a grandson and my daughter's from England. That's my second home, the UK. And Michael Watson, if they talk about the same guy, he was a puncher. He got hurt and crippled. And I was good friends with him. He'd smile all the time. He was a good guy. Hard puncher, too. Michael Watson. McKellen beats Watson was Mike McKellen was the one, I think, that hurt Michael Watson in that fight. I think that's who it was. From memory, yeah. Okay. Glenn Ars is saying that.
Yeah, Glenn. Watson from memory. What's that? McCullen beat Watson from memory.
Yeah. Azan Carr. Guys, I'm going to leave the love, and you read that. Guys, I'm going
to love and leave you guys. God bless. Looks forward seeing you both in UK. All right.
Okay.
Tally ho. I don't know what they say.
Assalamu alaikum.
Okay,
Ray McCann. Hello, Tim. Hey, Ray. That's the president of the New Jersey Boxing Hall of Fame.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
All right.
Glenn.
Let's see. Nathan, he says, no Chris Eubank. I don't know what he's referring to.
Where you see that
at? Nathan Carter. He's the third one up. I don't
know what Chris Eubank. What do you mean? What does he mean?
Maybe when he said McKellen, that one, Glenn said McCullen beat Watson from memory, and I think he meant no, Chris Eubank did.
Oh, it was Eubanks. Okay, it was Eubanks. And yeah, and Michael Watson wasn't the after that. He got crippled, I think.
My name Darren.
Yeah, my name is Darren. It sounds like okay.
All right, Robert Parham. For the record, I think you defeated Larry Holmes. Please tell us about that experience.
Listen, I had 7 amateur fights. I won 5 of them. Okay, I turned pro. Okay, 1979. I started near the end of the year. I started as an amateur. Here I am fighting one of the greatest boxers in the world 2 years later. I had a good trainer. If I think if I had a little bit more time, I think that I could have knocked him out or really did a good job on him. I'm just really grateful just being a part of. Here I am fighting the greatest. I was Muhammad Ali's sparring partner. I was with Mike Tyson. I was with all the boxers and stuff, like all the famous babies. Sugar Ray Leonard. I was with him in Tommy Hearns. I'm not complaining.
Oh, you did good, Tim.
I was over in England with Azar Khan and his family.
The only bad part was you couldn't catch Larry's jab. He knocked all your teeth out. Is that what happened?
Yeah, right. That was the most easiest thing to his jab was excellent. So what we did, and I keep saying this real quick.
Yeah, you smothered that jab the whole fight. So I was just joking, everybody.
Yeah, but the thing is we had about 4 or 5 sparring partners throwing with good arms, throwing jabs at me for a month and a half. He was blocking jabs. And so when I got into the fight, I didn't even care about his jab. because I knew I could block it. He caught me a couple of times, and if you notice, I was just so relaxed, and his jab didn't mean nothing to me. He did it to other people.
Hey, champ, Ray
McLean.
the Atlantic City Boxing Hall of Fame. Hey, Ray, I think I met him. Ray, I'd like to
Yeah.
talk to you about something. We started a thing called the Circle of Legends. Here's we just started the site.
They're having
We want to
something.
do a boxing seminar down there with boxing legends teaching it, and we want to do. Hopefully, we'll do a
It's a 3-day
boxing
weekend.
event.
It's a
fight.
three. Yo, Brian. It's a 3-day weekend thing for the Atlantic City Hall of Fame. And I think it's in a month. He'll put it up there. And so that's what's a 3-day.
I just sent it out to you. I don't know if he's still in there.
Okay. Glennar. No, it was Watson. Okay. I thought for sure your best. Oh man, Raiders of Boxing. Who is that?
Oh, that's Tim. Sorry, that's whenever because we're on all those channels, whenever I put an answer, it'll put all of the it'll put the answer with all the platforms we're on. So it's yours. I have mine on here, Facebook, all of that. That's you.
Okay.
All right. So, and if anybody out there wants to do a seminar with us, give us a call. We can get boxing legends to come and put on a seminar. You name it, man. We can get Ray Mercer. You have Tim Witherspoon. You can have Terrell.
Hey, Tim, you got to read it. Hey, Tim, you fought Nigel Rafferty an exhibition in Birmingham a few years ago. I have pictures to prove it. Put them up there. Yeah. Okay, you got to send them to me. Nigel Rafferty, I remember that. Glenn R. Go ahead, Chad. Go ahead.
Somebody says Glenn R. Watson fought Eubank the year after McCullen.
Okay.
All right. So is Tony Tubbs still around?
Darren, yes, he is. I keep in touch with his mom, his sister.
Did we see him at one of the events, Tim?
We saw them one time, I think. One time, yeah. But I keep in touch with his sister and his mom. They're really religious people and nice people. I'm really cool with the family.
Hey, J Rose Theories here. How you doing, buddy? What's up, buddy? Them trainers.
Williams.
Yeah.
He rocked the hell out of me. He hit me with the right hand. Go ahead. I'll talk about it. He hit me with the right hand, but I had to chase him. Go ahead.
Who was it, Carl? You talking about Carl?
Williams. He hit the right hand and rocked me.
DHB. Them trainers have to put the pride to the side and call Tim if they care about their fighter in the long run. Hey, Tim, tell them our philosophy too. You're not interested in being in their corner, really being their trainer. It's the idea is to bring the trainer to you to train with you and their fighter to up what they need to do to get better.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, but sometimes the confidence me being in the corner is like the guys that's up there fighting the big mega fights. I don't mind being in their corner. So the young guys, I would like to build their team up so their trainers can have confidence and win the fights. I'm not saying I'm better than everybody, but I'm really good. But like I said, like you said, I would like to build teams up. But like when the big fights, I would like to be there. The big fights, I would like to be there and help out on that aspect.
Right, Tim. So you want to keep going?
Yeah, let's keep going, man.
All right. Yeah, Anthony Joshua, J Rose Theory. Anthony Joshua needs Tim. We agree.
I talked to him several times. All he had to do, matter of fact, he was in America looking for a trainer. What's going on? He was looking for a trainer. At least let me listen. I'm not begging or anything. I'm perfectly confident. I mean, comfortable. I'm just looking at boxing and trying to save legacies. Wow, Anthony Joshua and I'm over here trying to look for what's wrong with their management. I love those guys. just give me a try. Come on, bring me in the camp. Guarantee you, I'll know more than that guy that's with you, and to help you. It's a
What do
shame,
you
Brian. Brian's a shame. It's a shame.
What do you think, champ, about Hank's future? I think that's a question everybody'd love to ask you.
Thanks.
Tank Davis, what do you think about his future?
Oh, Tank Davis is pretty. He's pretty sharp.
He got power.
He's got power. But what about if he get in there with somebody he can't? All you gotta do is stop his uppercut. He's gonna have trouble if you can't stop. If you can stop his uppercut, he's gonna be in a little bit of trouble. Cause he sneaks that. And like the video we got on YouTube, blocking that uppercut is a dangerous shot. So if you watch YouTube, everybody, go in there and it's hard to block that shot up the middle. And he specializes in that. If you could get rid of that uppercut, because everybody thinking about the uppercut, you'll win that fight. Because I seen some boxers backing them up until they hit him with the uppercut. I didn't see him knock anybody else out without the uppercut. I didn't see nobody else. The uppercut took everybody. Ooh, nice and sweet. And like we said on our video on YouTube, the uppercut is a dangerous shot and it's hard to defend. Tank Davis been knocking guys up with that uppercut because it's hard to defend. But I could block it. Come on, let's read some more.
All right, we got DHB. It's so crazy. If they call you, you will be there. Slim Jim Robinson.
He's the best.
Stefan sent you the pictures, by the way.
Huh?
Stefan sent you the pictures. Action Guy 60. I seen you fight Tubbs in Atlanta. Great fight. You both looked like you were speeded up. You were moving so fast.
Let me say something about that fight. And like, real quick, I'm past all the things that Don King did to us. It's over. I'm living a life. I'm happy. But he didn't care about neither one of us in that fight. And he just was caring about Tyson then. He wanted Tyson, so he didn't care about that fight. And I won the fight, but he did not care about neither one of us. That was one of my the most downest feelings in my whole career. Like, not my whole career, but one part. I felt kind of like negative in the fight, even though I won it. Because I knew Don King was trying to get Tyson and he didn't care about us. And they took my money after the fight. I didn't get no money after the Tubbs fight. I had to borrow $10,000 from Don King. The IRS came in and took my money. After that championship fight, I had to borrow $10,000 from Don. You figure he'd give me 50 or 100 or something, right?
All right, champ. Here we go. Danger. Who would win if Tank and Naoya?
Oh, you talking about Inoue?
Inoue. Sorry, guys.
Now I'm gonna tell you something. That would be a hard fight for Tank. But if he catch anybody with that uppercut, they gone. Now Inoue is in good shape. He throw multiple punches. I do believe if Tank don't hit him with that uppercut, I think Inoue could come away with a decision. But Tank got a dangerous uppercut. Inoue is very aggressive and he throw multiple punches. He's very confident. That's going to be a good fight if they was to fight. That'll be a really good fight. Because Tank got that uppercut, but I don't see nothing else. I don't really see nothing hard else but that uppercut. And it's sneaky like we did on our video. And that's the proof in the pudding. Right up the middle. Knock you right out.
We battled the 10.
All right. Speaking of trainers, I think that's what he meant. Speaking of trainers, what do you think of Bomac getting arrested for bringing a gun in the airport? That's from Bruce.
Yeah, he shouldn't have brought the gun in. I mean,
was he in Philly?
I don't really know.
In Philly? Champ?
I don't
when
know.
When you get busted, maybe you need a gun walking in the airport in Philly. You never know nowadays.
Okay, it's kind of bad. It's kind of bad everywhere. Well, I don't know too much about that. Just hope everything works out all right. Bomac is whose trainer?
I don't know.
He's somebody's trainer. Bruce has speaking or train on trainers. What do you think about Bomac? I don't know. Getting arrested by bringing the. I don't know. I don't know. I heard that name before. Crawford's
Oh,
trainer.
Crawford. All right, Crawford's.
Bruce, do you know his record? If he ever fought before? How many fights did he have? I never heard of him. I could see Crawford's skills. He's limited, but he's strong and determined in his heart. But in terms of skills, Bruce, I don't see too much. He fought. What? Do you know his record, Bruce? It's gonna come up. Bruce know everything.
Yeah, he does, man.
I don't know Bomac. And usually when boxers get trained, some of them don't really know. They don't know who's good and who's bad. They just pick anybody. And that's what I did in the beginning. I picked this old guy. Okay, it's Robert Ryan. Read that.
Robert Parham says, with your knowledge, I'd really like to see you commentate fights instead of some of these non-boxing guys. Yeah, well,
I know. They got jealous of me on I was on like several different shows. And, when I was saying real good stuff, a lot of them be speaking of different things. I'll be speaking of actually what the fighters should be doing or what they're doing. But the commentators don't really know because they don't know boxing. But they do. But from them practicing and being on shows all the time, they do make it sound good. But they need somebody like Hurricane Carter tell it like it was, Brian. Hurricane Carter, when he told it like it was.
But that's why we have this platform now, because we will be doing some fight commentaries while fights are going to be, because this is the avenue that Tim's has found his niche on here, because obviously the more traditional ways have ignored him.
Listen to this. Bruce saying he hung out at New York gyms in the 70s. So he got to, but see, I could tell in Crawford's skills that he's missing some things, even though he's champ. So he said the guy hung out in the gyms in the 70s. He hung out. What's his record? See, Crawford, now I'm getting in deep into stuff. Crawford probably didn't know. He just picked the guy. He just picked the guy, and then the guy started training him. So this is all we see about Crawford, the way he fight. He picked somebody in the 7. He hung out in the gyms. He never, maybe, I wish you knew about him fighting, Bruce. That'd be a little bit more. Bruce Gass is one of our partners, everybody.
Yeah, he's a historian.
He's really knowledgeable.
You're going to see some stuff on our channel with him again. He's coming. We'll be putting him on.
I'll be on his show.
Boxing history.
I'll be on his show, too. Now, he picked a guy that just visited the gyms in the 70s. I don't think that's cool. But God bless him. He got okay, Bruce Gass. He was 7 and 14 as a pro. Crawford and them didn't know what they was doing. I'm sorry. What's his name? The boxer, the trainer. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Let me look up here.
He was 7 and 14.
Bomac.
He lost. He was 7 and 14. That shows that
he fought Butterbean, champ. Whoa.
That means that Crawford really don't know who's who. And I'm not down on him. Crawford don't know. He picked a guy that had 7 wins and 14 losses. So that's typical sometimes when young guys go in the gym. They just pick anybody they don't know. They don't know what they're doing. So Crawford doing a good job based on his trainer. He's doing a good job, man, on his own. But I could tell where he's missing stuff. Now I see where the light is. I see why he don't know how to slip. Why he don't have a good defense. He got a guy that's 7 and 14 as an amateur. He fought right. Okay.
Brian. I don't even know how to say the last name right. McTire.
Bomac.
Bomac. Yeah, that's what it stands for. Brian McTire.
Oh, I have nothing against him. I have nothing against him. But when you tell me his record, that leads me to believe that Crawford really don't know that much either. And I'm not having nothing against him. Crawford don't know that much. I wonder if he told Crawford that he was 7-14 as an amateur. Um, so that's to me. Oh, you could tell in Crawford's skills that a real good trainer. I'm not taking them from Bo. Okay, Bryant, whatever his name is. I'm not taking them from him, but you could tell now the reason why he fights like that, even though he's champion.
Yeah, I think
Say anything you want about me. Say anything you want about me. I'll respect it. Say that I didn't do this or I didn't do that. I will respect you.
What do you? So Tim, with
Yeah.
Canelo's defense, where do you see his defense? What level do you see it at? I mean, you see him do stuff like rubbernecking and shoulder rolling, like he does. He has a lot of classic techniques.
Yeah, I see it pretty good. I'm going to go. I watched him before, and I've seen him tighten his defense up more than Crawford do. And he has a little bit more countering than Crawford do. When you throw punches, he'll catch them and throw them back. So Canelo has more of that than Crawford, and Canelo's look a little bit more professional than Crawford.
Right.
I'm gonna tell you another guy.
More refined.
Listen, you want to know the truth? I'm just telling you just my opinion. Other people might have different opinions. Okay, Bruce got something on there.
Oh, wait, Bruce just said Bomac facing some serious time for that gun charge. Crawford might be looking for a new trainer, champ.
The thing is
anybody out there going to get the word out to Crawford? Let's do a breakdown of his skills, champ. We can.
The thing is,
you'll get out to him.
You know what's really dangerous? Coming in at this day and time and try to change him around. He could add defense on. Now, my trainer was called in. This is why I know a lot about it, because my trainer was called in to straighten Eddie Mustafa Muhammad. My trainer was called in to straighten about several different people out, and that's how I was a sparring partner to a lot of different people. They even Kenny Norton and called my trainer, and I was going to be the sparring partner, but they didn't need it. But they called Slimmer Robinson to come straighten their boxers out. And he did a good job. You know, he trained Mike Rossman, the Jewish bomber. He knocked out Victor. Well, he won against Victor Galundez. Then he lost the title later. But that's the thing, man. That's the thing. They bring you in, and you got to change the guy around a little bit in this stage, or just add a little bit on. It could help him, because when he added on to Eddie Mustafa, Eddie won the title and kept it for like 4 or 5 fights. And Slim was right there all the way. I was his sparring partner. Yeah, good.
Miguel, I can't say your last name, Miguel. It's like Yerby. I think that's how it's said. Canelo's defense technique seems more advanced than Crawford's. Yeah, that's pretty much what you hit on his next level.
He counters off his blocking. He counters off of it. It's Nathan Carter. Go ahead, read that one. Yo, Tim.
Oh, yo, Tim, if you can make top 5 best boxers of all time, what would it be?
I can't do it right now. There's a lot of good boxers out there that deserve to be in the top 5, but there's only 5 can be selected. So we would have to do that on another show. We tried it like a couple of shows ago. We was going like this, because there's so many, there's some good boxers out there.
Definitely one of the top favorites of yours, Tim. I know right away who it's going to be.
What?
Terrible Tim Witherspoon. I bet falls right.
Mike Rossman. Hey, Bruce. Mike Rossman was in the gym right where Sylvester Stallone made the movie, right down in the Italian market. That's where our gym was, right? Mike Rossman was whipping everybody but when they came to that gym to spar with him. Okay? Now, Bruce has said Rossman was tough, and he had skills. He would slip, boom, bam. You know he beat Victor Galundez. Man, Mike was in the gym whipping on everybody. Slim was right in his corner. Oh, man. I was an amateur. I sparred him maybe once, but I was an amateur in that gym, and I saw Mike Rossman whipping everybody. A Jewish, just white Jewish guy that had plenty of heart. And I was looking, I was like, where he get this movement at? I was with the old trainer, Clarence Booker. I had no kind of movement like Mike did. And then when I got with Slim, everything changed. I turned into a really good boxer. Yup. Just pronounce my last name, you.
Yeah, Uribe. And if anybody wants to donate to Tim, man, hit that super chat button, and you'll get to hear this.
Yo,
I got our sign. I have the sound for today, Tim. You can try singing to this one.
We can't sing.
Oh,
Okay.
it's not working anymore.
Jewish Bomber.
Uh-oh.
Yup. Mike Rossman, the Jewish Bomber. I was in the gym with him almost every day, training with him. Jeff Chandler, I was around him. Let me see who else. The Everett brothers. Randy Mack was a southpaw heavyweight. When I was an amateur, I used to spar him all the time. That's why I know how to box at a southpaw. They would put me in there with him I was an amateur, he was pro, and then he was getting on me, and then after a while, Slim showed me just how to get him. And it started turning around. I was an amateur, and I was working with him, Randy Mack, really good. Mike Rossman, the Jewish Bomber. Yeah, I'm not complaining about my career or where I was born and raised. Man, I'm happy, man. I'm just happy. We got our show going on. We got a whole bunch of other things. I had to throw a couple of fights when I was boxing. Lou Savarese, when he flash hit me and I went down, it was a flash knockdown. But I was glad the fight was over. You know, because I wanted to go pay my bills. I had no money. I took the fight. I trained, but I didn't train really hard. I didn't even take Lou Savarese that hard. And I see Lou about 7 times before in the past. I seen him about 5 months ago. And he said, Tim, if you was in shape, man, you would have killed me. And I said, no. I told him that I had problems. And the ref shouldn't have stopped the fight because I wasn't hurt. He hit me on the glove. And I went down, but I got up real quick, and the ref stopped it. So I believe that somebody paid the ref. But I was glad it was over. But I felt bad because I was with Dennis Rappaport, and he was pushing me hard. He was behind me 100%. He took care of me and everything. And then I apologized to Dennis Rappaport because I didn't give it all my God. In some fights I did, and then some fights I didn't. Because he was behind me 100%. Dennis Rappaport, who was Cooney's manager at one point. He really was behind me. Gave me like $150,000 in bonuses. I got a $50,000 bonus, and I think I got $100,000 bonus. He gave me a $50,000 bonus, and I told him no, just buy my kid's mom a car with it. It was like $48,000 for the car. And he did that. That was cool, man. If I would have had, well, it's a long story. It's another show.
Yeah. All right, champ. You want to keep going, or you want to call her the night?
You marry Ted? Let's go 10 more minutes, and that's it. Okay. Is that all right with you?
No, it's up to you.
Let's go some more minutes. 10 more minutes. Let's say, did Lou marry Ted? Who's that? I don't know. Ted, did Lou? I guess he's talking about Savarese. Bruce, you should know that. I seen footage of the Mexican boxer called Orlando Calzadas. Great footwork. Yes. Yup. Great foot. I remember seeing him. Miguel. Great footwork. But I'm going to tell you the truth about footwork. I just started hearing footwork in the last 2 years, 3 years, because when I was in the old Passion gym and other gyms, I didn't really hear too much about people and their footwork. That was like natural stuff that you did. But now I hear it all the time. Tim, what are your thoughts on Isaac Pitbull Cruz? Is he talking about that dude that fought Tank? Because if he is, that dude is tough. Did he fight Tank Davis? The Pitbull. Oh, and you know what? the Pitbull tighten his defense up. If this the same guy, if he need a little bit more somebody to show him just a tiny bit of things, and because he pushed Tank Davis back. He didn't Tank won the decision. There's going to make us watch Tank put okay. There's going to make us watch Tank put bull. Okay, two.
I think he's
Okay,
meant to
he
say
did
Pitbull,
fight him.
Pitbull,
He did-
Pitbull.
that- listen, that's him. If he added on a couple more things, I don't know, man. He don't give a shit. You can't take nothing. Excuse my language, everybody. I'm sorry. Tank got that good left uppercut, but that boy Pitbull didn't give a damn. He was pushing. He was writing Tank's. He was writing Tank's face. It's 1,000% done deal. Oh, smack.
So there's going to be a rematch with Tank and Pitbull. Is that
But let me say this. Pitbull and them just better find a way to really get the Tank because Tank is on his high horse and he's still got that confidence and that uppercut. But I like that. I like him. I like Cruz. He tough. If somebody just show him some other things on defensively and the way they attack, it could make a difference in the fight. That's what you get. A lot of boxers, they just need that one little thing maybe to get them, maybe let them jump over the broom. Not to get married, but to win the fight. You know? So it says,
do they have a date set yet, Bruce?
Troy Scott, what do you think about the trainer, Jimmy Arthur? To me, he seems to love to have known everything. Jimmy Arthur, when I first started boxing, I was in the same gym with Jimmy Arthur. He trained the Everett brothers. He trained Randy Mack, the guy who used to box all the time. And my trainer said that he was mostly a offensive trainer, not too much really on defense. He was really good offense. He passed away and everything. He was a really good boxer. He had a lot of students. Brian. But I got to get to know him. He was the skinny Jimmy. He was really good guy, and he was really mainly offense. He was mainly an offensive guy. Everybody respected him. Jimmy Arthur from South. He trained at the South Philly gym down in near the Italian markets. Okay, how would Tim Witherspoon do in his era of heavyweights? Who?
In this era, how would you do fighting these heavyweights, champ?
Now?
Yeah, Tyson Fury, for example. What would you do have done to him?
Well, usually I get knockouts with taller guys. Everybody I knocked out that was 6'6" and over, I got knocked them out. So what Tyson Fury has is when Tyson Fury, he's smart. When he fights you and you get in close, he'll grab you. I don't think he has the best defense at all because he'll grab you and then he'll hit you. And these are some of the things I just don't like about.
Well, champ, look at his brother. His brother lacked a lot of defense. Tommy Fury.
Yeah. What I'm trying
and that
to
fight we watched of his father back in the day, his father also was not a very defensive fighter, so it might be just not part of their training genre.
Right, but what I'm trying to say is when he hold and hit, not a lot of boxers do that. Hold and hit and hold and hit. When you really put a grab for a split second and come in, then fire. He puts a hold for a split second. Everybody out there in the boxing world, when you see guys hold, you only put a hold for a split second, then try to punch back. So when you hold too long, something wrong. You're either scared to get hit or whatever. But you only put a hold is a technique. You hold for a split second, then throw punches.
All right, deeply goated. Who do you think wins? Donald Curry versus Terence Crawford. I think they have similar styles, except Crawford may have more power and better eyes. Both were not defensive specialists, but had good offense.
Yeah, I think Donald Curry. I think Donald Curry, just my opinion, these different eras. I was like right before Donald, I think a little bit. But like I'm saying, I seen Donald Curry box better than Crawford. Crawford fighting Southpaw and everything. I'm not down him. I like Crawford. I like him. But I'm telling everybody the skills part of it. Donald Curry boxed better than Crawford. Okay? Donald Curry, bam! But I think both of their defenses is about the same. About the same. No, but Donald Curry keep his like this. He keep his like this too. That would have been a good fight. But I think Donald Curry put his combinations better than Crawford.
Tyson Fury versus Usyk. Bruce Gass wants to know, champ. Also, Bruce said the date was not announced yet for Tank versus Pitbull.
Okay, I think Tyson Fury has heart, and I think that he would find a way to beat Usyk. I think he would find a way to beat him, because he has plenty of heart. I don't know. That's an awkward fight to judge for me. Usyk moving around. Tyson Fury's kind of awkward with his movement. So that's kind of a harder fight for me to kind of analyze. What we got? What you want to go to?
You tell me, champ. This is your show.
Let's keep going. Low. You tired though, right?
No, whatever you want, champ. It's all about you. If somebody gives a super like, champ, you got to give him your singing. Here's the song. So if you give a super like, you'll get this song.
What's up? What? Where is love? This is another one. Must it fall from skies above? Is it underneath the willow trees that I've been dreaming of? Where is she who I close my eyes to see? Will I ever know the sweet hello that's meant for only me?
You're going to get a record deal.
Who can say where she may hide? Must I travel far and wide till I'm beside just someone who?
Oh shoot! You got a super one, Yep. Yep, you got to do it all over again.
Where is love?
Canelo Alvarez just gave you $2, champ. Here we go.
Wait a minute, I got to think of a song. Okay, think of a song to sing. Not "Where Is Love." I knew a lot of songs.
Thank you, Canelo Alvarez. I wonder if that's
Papa. Everyone knows they all suppose what they want to suppose when they're Papa. There's a little Disney they living in the city. Especially when they like gin or the beer. If you have the motion, I don't know the song. I forgot the rest. That was the song I sung.
I got a feeling this Canelo Alvarez is our old,
thank you,
nemesis.
Thank you.
Challenged you many occasions, champ.
Thank you, Danger.
A lot.
Thank you, Danger. Michael Jackson. Ooh. Wow, this is cool. Got Danger came on Miguel. Man, I had a whole bunch of songs in my head too. So we have about 10 more minutes, okay?
All right, 10 minutes. And so what do you think, Chip? I guess going off of Pitbull, what do you think Pitbull's biggest asset he brings into the ring if he fights Davis? What would you see him bringing out?
He has plenty of heart. He pressures everybody he fights. He pressures everybody's fight. He keeps his hands up. That's what I like about him. That's how he survived in that fight. I do believe he could take a punch, though. He did get hit. Did he go down one time?
Tank?
Maybe.
I don't know.
No.
Bruce would know.
Listen, I'm really impressed with him. I felt when I seen him fight that he just needed a little bit more. He just need a little bit more of something to help him get Tank. He kept his hands and he kept something on offense that he could connect with Tank. Because his defense, he got it down pat. His defense is down pat. He just needs somebody to show him some way to hit Tank one or two times. That fight could end. I don't know how good Tank could take a punch.
Now, who would you take? If you had a choice and you could take either Pitbull or Tank to train, who would you train for this fight? If you got a choice between the two of them,
who would I train? I don't know, Brian. I would train Michael Jackson.
Jackson. All right, Tim, get ready. Here we go.
Wait
Michael
a minute.
Jackson.
What kind of song? I could kind of think of a song.
It's the only one I can find on my here. I don't know what else. How about this?
I did Papa. That's how it goes. Where is love? I sung Where is Love. I had songs to sing too. I move the streets, a grocer and a butcher, and the people that I meet, the children in the playground, houses big and tall, 100 years of history. That's America to me. I got to get them songs ready when we go back on. I'm going to Michael Jackson. Oh, what's that?
You got a copy strike. Yeah, he gave us $2 to pay for
it. Okay, that's
right.
cool.
Let's see here. So Tim, which one do you take? Tank or Pitbull?
You mean in the fight?
Who would you, if you could train, if you were offered to train one or the other for this fight coming up, which one would you choose? Why would you choose them?
I never trained the southpaw. Oh, I did, because I know how to fight southpaw. Now that's easy. I love the southpaw thing. I don't know, because Tank is so successful. I would like to add on some of the stuff to Mrs. Cruz.
Tim, what are you trying to say? Is just dependent on who paid more would be your favorite one to train? I think that's where we're going.
Listen. If I was with somebody that won the fight, that would be worth more than the money that they pay me. If I got in either one of them corners and they win big, that's big. That's big. That's bigger than the money. So yeah. So
the Landlord Harassment Channel just wants to say, Tim, those joke accounts totally are not me. I think we suspected it from the beginning. You're buying that, right?
The landlord.
Yeah, he's the one donating all the money all the time. Yeah, anybody wants to throw a super chat in there and get the champ to sing for you. I don't know. I don't have all the good songs like
I don't have the song.
Like Light hasn't talked to me in a couple days, so
I'm gonna have some songs. Next time I'm gonna have songs written down so we can sing to everybody.
I think that's a good one, Wes.
Tim Witherspoon versus Shannon Briggs would be a good match. Well, you know, he's younger than me, but okay. Shannon Briggs is a good guy, a nice professional guy. I seen him fighting. I seen him fight on some videos. I didn't see a lot of like defensive skills slipping. I just seen him fighting like not a street fighter, but an organized street fighter. He would fight.
Right.
He would fight and stuff like that. He's quick. You would have to keep your hand up. You have to have the good defense, and he can take a punch, and he's strong. So that's it. Anthony Joshua, Tim Witherspoon, Anthony Joshua. Listen, I'm not gonna. That's a fantasy one. You know, I have a good defense. He doesn't have one. You know, I got a good overhand right. My left hook is pretty good too. He doesn't have a good defense. So anybody that doesn't have a good defense will be in trouble. Anybody that doesn't have a good defense, because that overhand right is coming, that left hook, and I know how to I know how to like go to somewhere else with my with my punches and let somebody think that all my punches are going to be over here, then sneak them later with them other punches. So you keep punching somewhere else, but you know down the line you're going to go up here and hit them. So they're going to forget about up there. So keep working here. They're going to forget about the other one. That's just one tactics. And then that's when you catch them. They're not going to be working. They're not going to be looking for that other shot a round or two later because you're working on one end. You're working on one end. And then one round you come out, you do a little bit of this here, then sneak that other side in. That's how you get them too. Come on, Landlord Chandler. Bruce, the gas man. Tim beats the brother.
The brakes off Wilder.
Well, see what Wilder. Okay, guys. All we have to do is stop his right hand. Okay? Like I said before on our podcasts or streams and stuff, when I fought Larry Holmes, who had one of the best jabs in boxing, we practiced blocking his jab for a month and a half. We had tall guys with long arms, and his jab meant nothing when the bell rung. So all we'd have to do is practice blocking Wilder's right hand. The fight's won. And I got a good defense. All I got to do is keep this up here, moving in close, bam. Hit him with the left hook, right hand combo. All you got to do is don't get hit with that one punch. And if you can't do that, get out of boxing. You got all that time to block all those right hands. I block like this. I block like that. I block like this. That right hand ain't hit me. And he lucky I might catch it. His right hand, catch it. He shoot it. I catch it and throw a left hook.
Champ, guess who I saw teaching on their channel this right here?
Who?
Our man, Ramsey Dewey. You got to watch it. He calls it the crab.
Oh,
yeah, man.
Your wrist is right here. You got to bring it over more. So you just did bring it over more like that. And you can catch every jab.
You don't want to teach me too much, champ, because you know I can already beat you. They just make it easier.
You don't want me to hang a sign over your eyes.
The only reason I haven't gotten the ring, man, I'm always injured. You know, my hip was bothering me right now. My knee the other month, and my finger.
Yeah, you don't want me to hang a sign over your eyes saying closed for the weekend. You don't want me to do that.
I just go like this, champ. What are you gonna do now?
There's some more
change
stuff.
Step. I'll change step.
Oh, Tim Witherspoon versus Ramsey Dewey. Let's make it happen. Me and Ramsey Dewey.
Ramsey Dewey. That's our man. Let's see. Tim versus Ramsey. I don't think Ramsey Dewey wants any piece.
Read what Miguel's saying.
Miguel says, Tim, why do none of the new boxers use the cross block guard? That's a good question.
Well, because they didn't have old timers to teach them it.
Yeah.
I came in, by the time I came in, there was a lot of old time trainers with the stuff. And every day we practice it. And it's not really that hard. You lay it across here. And then as you box, you could do this, keep them both. And as you box, you'll learn how to turn and deliver punches off of that forehand up here. But I guarantee you, you won't get hit with no punches, jabs, if you do this. Okay? Don't put the left one up if you're right hand. You put the left on your body for body shots. And you put this up here, and then you practice your movement.
The landlord harassment. Do you know Ken Shamrock, champ?
Ken who?
Shamrock. He was a pancreation fighter who became a UFC champion. Yeah, he fought Hoist Gracie in the first UFCs. I was like one of the biggest fights. Yeah, Gracie ran right over him the first one. He wasn't expecting any of that Brazilian jiu-jitsu.
We got 6 minutes.
Yep, 6 minutes. Yep. So anybody out there got any more questions? I think nobody we got 10 people left in the room.
Tim,
what part of your body are you most willing to eat shots if you have to? Where would you rather get hit?
I never really got hit.
He wants to know, but if you had to, Tim, where
I want to get hit?
If you had to take a shot, where would you take it?
In the body. On the
Where in the body's best?
On the sides.
Sides. Okay.
Yeah. On the arms or on the sides. Yeah. But in the middle, nobody can build that their solar plex up because that's one muscle or whatever that is you can't build up. I got hit there before. That hurt.
Yeah. I bet. All right, champ. What do
Wait
you
a
think?
minute.
You want to?
Yeah, we getting ready to go. We got 5 minutes, champ.
All right.
Adrian Penamont, what did he say?
Tim Witherspoon versus Razor Ruddock would
Now,
have been a good boxing match.
listen, I would have to be in shape. That boy got a muscle here that's make 5 of mine. His muscle come up here, and he whipped that uppercut. Tyson, I love that brother, but if he would have got hit solid with that, woo! I was with Razor Ruddock, and he's a nice guy too. But he whipped that uppercut. So all I would have to do was practice blocking that uppercut, which is a dangerous shot. And we did a podcast on the uppercut straight up the middle. And I'm Tyson. I love the brother, but he lucky that Razor didn't really get him really good. I did see him hit. Razor did hit him, and Tyson Tyson, weathered the storm. But if he'd have really hit him right up that middle, woo, he missed a whole bunch of times. Razor Rudder got a dangerous punch, and it's called the slasher.
I bet I can answer this one for you. DBH, tell us a good training routine plus what to be focused on, what you should focus on more. I bet Tim would tell you to endlessly practice catching the jab with somebody. Just throw the jab back and forth, catching the jab over and over and over.
Well, it would be the right hand and left hook too, because you're trying to get that combination. Somebody throw this and that. You want to be able to go here and here. But also in training, chopping wood that would allow your upper body do a lot of chopping wood or the hammer that really give you the punching power. Every time I chop wood, I got a knockout. So that and some defensive mechanism things, that will really help you out.
What advice tips do you have for letting your hands go when boxing?
As long as you land the punches in the places they're supposed to be, but really, just throwing punches just anywhere, really, to me, for long periods don't serve no purpose. Boxing, you got to set people up as an art. You got to make it look pretty instead of just throwing punches everywhere. Okay, there's a lot of people throwing punches everywhere because they don't know where to land them. So boxing is an art, and it's beautiful when you know how to just set the combinations up. Slip, bing, bang. So just keep throwing punches. I don't think it benefits you, when you're in the ring, because you want people to see how pretty you look also, and you want people to learn from you. But there's a lot of people that does throw endlessly punches, and not knowing where they're going to land. Some of them benefit and some of them don't. We almost ready. We got 2 minutes, right?
All right. Yeah. Pinklin Thomas. Does Pinklin Thomas have a top 5 all-time pain tolerance?
Say that again.
So I imagine all the guys you fought, you rate Pinklin been one of the top 5 who could handle pain.
Yeah.
Did he absorb your shots well?
Yes. Yeah, he did. But I heard him a couple of times. His ribs was hurt. I found out his ribs was hurt. But in that fight, when I fought Pinky, there's no excuse. But I knew that Don King was against me on that one because I was getting ripped off. And I knew that he was on Pinklin Thomas' side. Even if I would have beat him convincingly and stand up at the end of the round, they was going to rob me because I was saying a lot of negative things about Don King. And they brought Pinklin Thomas in, and they was on his side. They was on Pinkley's side. But Pinkley, let's say Pinkley won with a jab, but he won with a jab. But I think I won the fight too. I thought I won it, but he won with it just jabbing me. My mind wasn't even on the fight, Brian. My mind wasn't on the fight because I knew all the stuff that was going on and stuff. I was talking to the newspapers about being ripped off, and so my mind wasn't right for the Pinklin Thomas fight. I knew I wasn't going to lose. I knew I wasn't going to win if I didn't knock him out.
All right. How much time? This is Bosby. How much time? Time you have to? Do you have to wait when you get knocked down to not have brain damage? For how long should I wait for my brain to heal? 1 month, 2 months to get hit in the? I would talk to a neurosurgeon.
Yeah.
Talk to a neuro. Actually, we're gonna have one on the show. Our buddy there, the Ukrainian neurosurgeon, brilliant guy. He that's what he specializes in traumatic brain injury, traumatic injuries of athletes, and we'll have him on to really talk about that. And myself working in medicine, that you want to definitely be very careful of what they call cerebral edema. That's when the brain gets bounced and you start getting some swelling in there, and you can get damage. All right, Tim, can you give? What's that, champ?
I'm just saying, we got a super team. We got doctors. We got other boxers. We got the legends. Everybody need to keep tuning into our stuff. We got some real good stuff, okay?
We got, Tim, can you give me advice to get my punches faster? And what is a good training routine?
See, I know that, like, if you chop wood and you run, if you do a lot of like chopping wood or get the hammer, that'll get you sharp and strong with your punches. Some people are gifted with speed, some of them are not. So I never really did drills that like to have like fast hands and everything. Naturally, you probably got fast hands or you don't. But to get speed, I think you would have to talk to a fitness guy or somebody like that.
Tim, I heard
you deliver the punch. It's up to you to deliver the punch and stuff.
I heard somebody said that Sugar Ray Leonard's goal, I believe it was Sugar Ray goal, was to make one punch, two punches sound like one. So he would practice hitting and try to make the hit so fast it actually sounded like there was only one punch. You couldn't distinguish between the one punch or the second one.
Well,
so he tried to make two punches sound like one. That was supposedly what he said his goal was when he'd hit that bag. He would listen.
Well, if he could do that, then God bless him. That's my man, Sugar Ray. I was hanging out with Sugar Ray too, man. I'm blessed.
He's teaching now. He's got he does some shorts. He does teaching. All right, thank you, Adair. I think it says Adair. He said, God bless you both. I enjoyed the show. Keep up the good work. You got it.
Thank you, guys.
Did you train your neck, Tim?
Yes. So when I first went into the old fashioned gym, they had a headgear with a weight underneath it with like rope on it, and you would take it and put it on and keep doing this. That's the only thing I did. But I did see guys put their head on the floor and walk around like this with their head to strengthen. I was scared to do that, thinking that my neck would snap. But I did use this when I was in Philly. But then I never used it after I left the old fashioned gym. And I did see it in other gyms and tried it. But, when I was coming up, you need a fitness guy to help you through these things.
Mm-hmm.
We
have a master elite fitness trainer in our team. And a chiropractor and an MD. So
we got a team, everybody. Yeah. We got a team.
Yeah, it's pretty comprehensive.
We don't have cheerleaders, though. We need some cheerleaders.
Yeah, we do. Bruce is our cheerleader. He's just not. I'm sorry, Bruce. He's just not pretty enough, though.
Tim Witherspoon versus Riddick Bowe. At one time, I was supposed to fight him, but he was on a different time. He was underneath me. I was finished. I was bruised in the boxing world, in the business in the business part, and I think a lot of those guys. My morale was low. I knew that. That they would probably win the fight with decision or something like that. I had a good defense. So, Riddick Bowe, I talked to him.
Sorry, Bruce.
What did he say?
No, I just said our cheerleader. He said we need cheers. I said we have one. It's Bruce, but he's not pretty enough though.
All right, everybody.
He's cool though. He's cool. All right, champ, close it out.
Yeah, I'm just saying, guys. We got everything that you need. On this here show. It's just me and Brian right now, but I'm one of the main guys, and he is, and his other guys. We got members too. Bruce Gass is with
Yep,
our
our
team.
boxing
Yeah,
historian. Go check his channel out. He's
so,
right there. Bruce Gas, Boxing, Jazz, and
yeah.
more. And then Friday, don't forget Friday. It's defensive corner. You're gonna have Light Burley from 52 Blocks and the champ talking about the finer points of defense.
Thank you, Danger. Thank you, Landlord. We really love you, man. We really love you. Don't don't hesitate to come on the show. It's going to get bigger and bigger. Okay.
Yep. All right.
Thank you, Bruce.
Thanks, Bruce.
All right,
There's his
everybody.
link right there. There's a link right there to Bruce's channel. Go check it out. Great stuff. And Bruce, you let me help you with them shorts. He wants me to help him with some shorts. We got some good ideas.
Thank
All right,
you.
guys.
Was Audrey. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Looking forward to seeing you, Danger. Everybody, thank you. We love you, okay?
Yep. Take care.
All right, Landlord.
Bruce would kill me.
Thank you,
All
everybody.
right. We'll see you guys.